Activision says right back at you to Warzone cheaters with the announcement of Ricochet, a soon-to-launch anti-cheat software.
Popular TV channel G4 is back this fall. This news and more this week on Gaming News Weekly. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show anywhere. I'm one of your hosts, E-Rock the Red. I'm alongside the fullest clip there is, full clip. How are you?
Hell yeah. Doing great, E-Rock. How are you?
I'm excellent. Glad to be back for another week of this sweet madness with you.
Yep.
Get to talk video games. I mean, what more could we want? You to just
Yep.
You know?
I'd do it without a camera.
Yes, never for me. I would never.
Yeah.
One thing I did want to do before we get into the business, the topic at hand, I want to give a little bit back to the new Gaming News Weekly community who just started following us on Fruit Lab specifically. So let's do a quick pip giveaway. Now, for all you, if you're listening and you have no idea what a pip is, you're doing it wrong. Go to Fruit Lab, sign up. You can make money for watching people play video games. You can make money for posting your clips of playing video games. I mean, it doesn't even need to be video games. There's a dude that farms down there now. I love it. I mean, he also plays video games. But yeah, Farm Lab, dude. He's out there just farming. It's great. There's people just doing exercise.
Yeah. Greatest thing about Fruit Lab, you can earn from day one, and you can't say that about a lot of other platforms.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I want to do a quick giveaway. All right, so FC, open up a random number generator. Give us from 1 to 92.
92.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Are we ready to hit it?
Do it.
All right. Insert drums.mp3. Or just make the sound with your mouth. There we are. 53 is our winner.
53. That's Big Scott Games. Let's do, you know what? Let's do 10,000 pips to Big Scott Games. Hit me with another number. Let's do another one.
All right. The second winner will be 70.
All right. And that is Pearly. User Pearly. Another 10,000 pips coming at you. But yes, if you're at all curious what a pip is and you're not listening to this on Fruit Lab right now, go to fruitlab.com, check it out. And if you're at fruitlab.com, listen to this show, follow us, and, pips be coming at you. Pips and news. The best news. Speaking
Pips
of which,
literally, they drop from the sky.
Just right in your face. Pips.
Congrats, Big Scott.
Big Scott,
and
Big
Pearly.
Scott Games and Pearly. So, all right. Well, you're listening to this not for this bullshit. You want the news. Let's get into our new releases from last week. First up, and it's a big one, Back for Blood. This came out last week for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, Xbox S, all those things. You playing this?
I haven't yet. I didn't play Left 4 Dead, though, so I might be out in the weeds there.
I bought it the day it came out, Back for Blood.
Nice.
Haven't played it yet. I'm waiting this weekend. We're waiting to get the gang together and play with all four of us. But what it is, it's a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. It's not a straight sequel. It's an entirely different, gaming company. But what it is, you play with 3 other people, and there's a total of 8 characters you can choose from, and you're just trying to survive. You're killing waves of zombies, getting to different sections. It's got a story, so it's not just zombies coming at you. But what's really cool about this one, I'm super excited to get into it and try to make the best character, is that you get as you play, you collect these cards, and now the cards have they all have their own strengths or abilities. There's cards that you could use for your characters in order to, add something like, more health or more ammo or whatever. But then you also can find these cards that give perks and add like other things to the game. Like there's different quests that you can find in cards. So it sounds like a lot of replayability. And I'm really excited to get in there. It looks great, too, if you've seen any of the footage.
Yep. And it sounds like it's perfect for October and playing with the gang.
Exactly. If you've ever seen any of my, drunk by daylight things, that's all it is. It's just I'm, wasted at 3 a.m. playing video games with dudes and saying, like, the dumbest stuff. So,
there you go.
It's fun, Yeah. All right, next.
So I got one weird piece of news for this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
I don't know if you heard about this. KFC Gaming, the people who brought you that chicken bucket PC, looks like a KFC chicken bucket to warm your chicken while you game. They were heckling the makers of Back 4 Blood, calling it, I believe, something like a poor man's or a cheap version of Left 4 Dead. Don't know how the game is. Don't know where they get off being, KFC Gaming.
Yeah.
Heckling content developers, but
that's crazy.
Interesting.
What is you think it's the Colonel? He's out there just shaking his fist?
I hope not. I'll tell you what, since the Colonel died, I'm from Kentucky. We don't claim him.
What about Norm Macdonald and Kevin Hart and all the people that have played him since then? How do you feel about them? Is that acceptable? Or did they go down
a little weird?
Yeah, dude, it got real weird. I remember watching a wrestling once, and the wrestlers came out dressed as like a jacked Colonel Sanders, and then they wrestled like a chicken or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. They've jumped the shark a few times. Yeah. Then next new release we had from last week, Jackbox Party Pack 8. Yes, they are up to 8. This came out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox XS, and the Nintendo Switch. Have you ever played the Jackbox games?
Oh yeah, I've played hundreds of hours with people on stream.
Yes.
With family sitting on the couch. I love Jackbox games.
Yeah, me too. Did you read about this one?
I looked at a list of the games. It looked like it was mostly new titles coming out. They might have had one sequel in there.
And I don't know. I haven't bought the. I think I'm two behind. I think I have 1 through 5. But this one, the games sound amazing. Now, if you're not familiar with Jackbox, what it is, it's you can play with up to 10 people, and they're party games. You don't play on controllers. You play through an app on your phone, and not even through an app. You go to a website, so you don't have to download anything. It's awesome. It's like the greatest invention ever. The games that they have on this one, there's Drawful Animate. Now, Drawful is like a fan favorite where you have to draw pictures. This one, you draw small animations. So right there, it's just bam, up in the ante. A game called Job, where you make funny answers to classic job interview questions. Poll Mine, that's a survey game. How well do you know your friends? Weapons Drawn, a social deduction game where you have to like doodle out clues. And then the Wheel of Enormous Proportions. That's a trivia game with a great giant wheel.
A Wheel of Enormous Proportions.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that one looks fun.
Yeah, it's $20, and like you said, you get so much of your money out of it, so much time. So
yeah,
I definitely recommend it.
The great thing is, you want to play it, you don't need to buy it first. You will if you want to do couch co-op with a party of your own or something. But if you get on, once this releases, if you get on Twitch and look for Jackbox, you'll find all the different party packs. You'll find somebody who's streaming them. You look for those lower level or lower watcher number streams, and there's a good chance you're going to be able to see that room code and get in on one of those games and play it along at home while you watch the stream.
Absolutely. And a lot of times they even have those, like if you can't even get into the game, you could still play along as like a casual.
Play along as the audience.
Yeah. Very cool. And they're up to 8. So yeah, they're doing a good job. Next up on the list, NHL 22 Hockey Baby. This came out October 15th, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, and S. I couldn't find anything about it coming out on PC, which surprised me. But I don't know. It was weird. So this is
rush out and pick this one up.
No. I'll play a hockey game if it's like cheap. So half the time I'm playing like 2015 NHL or whatever. Just for fun. But I'm not a huge hockey guy. So it does sound cool what they're doing here. I'm interested to see how it plays. It's the first time that they're using the Frostbite engine. So entirely new visual upgrades and animations and stuff like that. So
that should look pretty nice.
Yeah.
Which other game, which main AAA game studio uses that?
Oh, I don't even know. I've seen
It's one of the big ones.
It is, yeah. I remember I could see the image of the thing popping up before the game, but I don't remember what it was. I was
I'm
playing.
thinking DICE, but I don't want to say that and be wrong.
Yeah.
But if it's DICE, that's going to look amazing.
Yeah, and if you are wrong, I'll take this part right out.
Okay.
But yeah, this it should look good, and then on top of that, they're adding a new superstar thing where they're X factors, where if it's a superstar player, they have new epic abilities or whatever. I don't know what that means as far as a game. It sounds like a role play game mechanic, but who knows? It's hockey. Get it.
I mean, as long as it's fun.
Yeah.
They can add whatever they wanted to the game. Add a crowbar in there.
Yeah.
Knock people in the head.
Zamboni races. I'd be in. If I could drive the Zamboni,
Oh, yeah.
always wanted to do that. But yeah, that is it for our new releases from last week. Check the full list for more if you're interested in more. There was a lot of weird stuff came out. Never heard of any of it. These were the big ones. Let's get into our news of the week. All right, not much happened this week. It was a slow news week, but some important things. And one of them is the return of G4. Are you familiar with G4? Were you?
I knew what it was. Never had it as a kid though.
No, it. I had it when I was. So what it is? It's a cable channel. That's just video game stuff. It's 24/7. Well, not entirely video game stuff because they play other stuff this time around.
Nerd culture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nerd culture, but mostly the biggest games, the biggest stuff is video game stuff. All right, so yeah, G4 coming back November 16th. I just wanted to read this article from IGN. Talks about everything that you need to know about this. So G4 is going to be launching on Verizon, Fios, Cox, Xfinity, and a few others. It also stream on Philo and collaborate with Twitch on a multi-year promotional and commercial partnership through G4's official Twitch channel. Channel-specific content will also be featured on G4's social platforms and YouTube. So set to be delivered through a first-of-its-kind 24/7 broadcast studio. Right there, that sounds pretty cool. So I don't know if it's going to be entirely... a 24/7 studio. It sounds like they're just going to be churning out tons of content, which is really cool. But some of they announced what their launch lineup is going to be as far as shows. So they've got Attack of the Show. That was their big show. That was their flagship show when they used to run. And it's a geek culture variety show. The host is Kevin Pereira, and it's just like you said, geek culture stuff. Anything that they deem newsworthy is going to be on that show. And then X-Play, it's the video game review show. And it's it's a comedy show, but they review any video game stuff that comes out. Boosted, a weekly esports comedy series for curious gamers and esports fanatics alike. And then Ninja Warrior. So this is kind of the stuff that I'm talking about. Now they have the rights to all the episodes of Ninja Warrior, and then they're going to be putting out new Ninja specials, I guess.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And then they partnered with ESL Gaming, the world's leading esports and gaming lifestyle company. So they're going to be producing some primetime esports programs. So if you're into watching esports, that's going to be great. You're going to have it on a big channel. And then a Dungeons and Dragons limited series where they'll have people from Wizards of the Coast and then people that are veteran D&D players play with celebrities and stuff like that. So they've had a lot of they've had a show previously that did that, and they had a lot of big name celebs on there. So yeah, so that's the news. Then they go on to list, who their hosts are going to be. Adam Sessler's coming back. He was one of the big names on it previously. And then they're going to have like Golden Boy and Xavier Woods from the WWE. So, they got some big names coming back to host. So it'll be fun.
Sounds pretty cool.
Will you check it out, you think?
Well, I don't think I'm going to run out and get a cable package for it, or, any of those services it's on. I don't have any of those currently. Yep. I like the idea. I really do. And I hope that with their Twitch stuff and their YouTube stuff, they do come out with some content and I have some way to check it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, too. Like, I don't have cable. I don't think a lot of the market that they're trying to reach has cable, honestly, anymore. Yeah. So it's weird that they're devoting, like, an entirely... I mean, back when I was younger and I had cable and it was like MTV and G4 were like next to one another. Like, that's all I needed. Like, it was like, I would just go between those two channels. But now, I put it on YouTube or, Twitch.
Stream the whole channel through Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, think about they'd get tons of donations and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who this is for, really. The channel or the cable part.
What if you can vote with your wallet in that way? What if you were watching, Attack of the Show, and if you love that show, you want to keep seeing it, you're not paying anything to see this on Twitch. Mm-hmm. Like, you skip the cable bill, so you throw $5 toward it a month. Exactly. You subscribe to that show or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it work. That model works for a lot of places. Even the Patreon model, they can make a lot of money. So it'll be interesting to see how this does on cable television. But I'm glad it's coming back. They made a lot of great content. Always stuff that I enjoyed watching. And, who knows, dude? Me and you, maybe we'll get our show on there, right, dude? A little gaming news
I think
weekly.
They're going to be looking for a gaming news weekly on there.
Hell yeah, a couple of handsome bearded gentlemen just talking about video games. Psh, what's not to like? You hear that, G4? You hear that? Kevin Pereira, Adam Sessler, whoever's running the show over there, hit us up. Next up, let's talk about Epic. Let's talk about Apple. Let's talk about Google. This big mess. We haven't talked about it, but everybody else has talked about it. It's, it dates back a little while now. It all started with, this is settle in for a little story. Once upon a time, there was a game called Fortnite, and they wanted to rule the world with Epic Games. So, so if you're not familiar with the story, Apple and Google removed Fortnite from their stores because Fortnite, they were a little shady, and they tried to go behind their backs and get people to buy stuff directly through the Epic store, the Epic marketplace, and not go it through Apple or Google Play in order to purchase whatever. What was it, like skins or in-game currency and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, Apple and Google want their 30% fee off of the store sales, and Epic Games was trying to bypass that through their website.
Yes. So Epic then sued Apple and Google, claiming that they were a monopoly and that there were no other options for developers to, put this out there for them to earn from it. So, a $1 billion company saying that to, $2 trillion companies, it's a little bit funny when you think about it, but whatever. Since then, Epic was forced to pay Apple $6 million in this lawsuit. It was determined that Apple did not have a mobile gaming monopoly, but they did order Apple to put buttons or information telling people how to purchase outside of the Apple marketplace. So that was interesting. And but yeah, they got $6 million, which, like you said, 30% of the revenue they earned during that period of time. And now Google's doing the same thing. They want their piece of the pie. They're They saw that Apple just got $6 million, and they're like, yo, where's our millions of dollars?
Yeah. So technically, the ruling against Epic, I guess, is that they breached their contract that they made with Apple and Google.
Yes.
Now, the Apple lawsuit happened first, so Google got to sit back and kind of see how that played out. Saw that the judge ruled them in breach of contract, and now they're going to use that winning strategy for themselves.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So, and already Apple is appealing it. Like, I mean, they basically won the lawsuit, but they're still appealing it. Now, it's probably for a lot of, like, legal reasons as far as timing and getting, like, now that they're forced to put this information into their apps, with either, like, a link or something saying, like, hey, go buy it somewhere else, too, or it's an option.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it is they're going to just kind of push this out as far as they can so that they can continue to earn that revenue during the entire time. They make a lot of money. So
yeah. So what are your thoughts on the whole? Is Apple a monopoly or close to, or is Google?
I mean, legally, I guess not, but pretty damn close, man. Like, what other options do you have?
Yeah, that's the thing. And well, surprisingly, I tried to look into the numbers on this. I looked into the market share between mobile operating systems. Apple and iOS is only like 14% of the market. Android isn't anything crazy. There's a lot of other, and Huawei and another foreign operating system. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's just like ultimately I don't care. Like I said, it's just like it's a $1 billion company fighting with $1 trillion companies, and it's like, it's just like whatever. Go like put your game out there. Let people, if they want to pay it, let them pay it. Let them play how they want. Like, I do agree that there should be more options. Like, I mean, the right to repair and all this stuff. Like, that's a whole nother issue. But like, let me, if I own the phone, which is basically a little computer that I have, like, I should be able to just access data how I want. But
get it fixed by who you want.
Yes, all that.
Take it apart
I own it. Yes, let me just do how I want. But I also am the one knowingly buying into into Apple and iPhone. Because I like the way it runs. Yes, and I don't. And it doesn't bother. Well, it not saying it doesn't bother me. It annoys me, but I'm not trying to take a different route to get things. Like, I honestly don't mind. I don't pay for much through Apple, so they're not getting a ton of money from me. Like, I'm not playing Fortnite or Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm and sinking money into it. So I'm not. Who cares what I think? Who cares what I think? Ultimately, says the guy talking about the news.
Yeah, hopefully there are some people right now who do.
Yeah.
Well, one way that I'm thinking that we, as the average person, could win a little bit from this. I was reading about what Epic Games actually did during that time where they were routing things through their website for sales. Well, it's probably part of the PR campaign, and who knows what they or any other company would do if this is, bypassed in the future. The rules are laid out and they're allowed to do it. What they were doing, if you were to go to the Apple Store or the App Store or the Google Play Store and spend $10 on, Fortnite bucks, you could go and get the same amount through their website for $7. So they were
they're
taking
undercutting.
off that 3%.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In reality, if that weren't part of a campaign, it's probably likely that they're just going to ask the same amount.
Yeah. So did they double screw themselves by lowering the amount and now having to pay 30% of the amount?
Maybe.
Interesting. But yeah, so that's gonna keep going. I'm sure it's gonna keep going on until the end of time. Good luck, Google, Epic, and Apple. May you all find happiness in your giant silos full of coins, Scrooge McDuck style. Next up, let's talk about Call of Duty Ricochet, the brand new Call of Duty title that was just mentioned. This video game trailer looks amazing. They've got guns. They've got people. They've got it all. But no, not really. This is a new anti-cheating initiative developed for Call of Duty Vanguard and Warzone. You're a Call of Duty guy. You're a COD man, COD piece.
I'm a COD head, yeah.
You play on PC?
I haven't played COD on PC.
Okay.
No, I just recently transitioned over.
Well, that's probably good. So you probably haven't dealt with too much cheating.
Well, I haven't. I didn't go hard on Cold War, to be completely honest with you. But when I did play on PS4 mostly, I did play Modern Warfare quite a bit, Warzone quite a bit. I didn't personally run into a lot of that, but I didn't play later into the season. Because people that I've talked to about it who like mainline Warzone, they say that it's like a hack fest.
Yes, dude, it's supposed to be like terrible. I mean, they're losing countless players due to just assholes breaking the game and hacking. Like, it's pretty crazy. So, I mean, yeah, they made this announcement. They put out like a trailer. Like, it was really like, we're not messing around. Like,
oh, yeah.
we're taking this seriously. So what this thing is, it's they're using kernel level monitors to monitor applications running in the background that attempt to manipulate the game code. So whereas previously this type of anti-cheat program has been criticized for not being very good, since then they've determined that it's working really well.
Yeah, and it's the problem with other companies when they did it, like I believe whoever made Valorant. The people who made Valorant, theirs was controversial because it never shuts off. So it's kind of
always running in the background.
Yeah,
okay.
That could be a breach for your privacy or safety or something like that. But they have said that Ricochet will not do that. It will start and stop with the program.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, because that's a little sketchy when you have shit just going all the time. But yeah, that's good. It's a good thing because no one wants to play a game where someone's cheating. I don't understand how cheaters want to play that way. It makes no sense to me. Like, if you just can like run super fast or go through, like, I don't, and people are paying money. People are paying money for these cheating programs or whatever. Like, I don't understand it. But if you're a cheater out there, send us a DM. Let us know. We'll do it completely anonymously.
Cheaters Anonymous.
Yeah, I just want to know. Tell me why. Why you think it's fun to like just make everybody's day shitty?
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully this fixes it. I always love those news stories when they're like, all right, we banned like 200,000 people for cheating. Like, that makes me happy. So
yeah, it's never a bad thing. Yeah, my philosophy there is kind of either get good at the game or figure out how to clip it into montages like I'm doing.
Exactly. Yes. And yeah, I will never understand it. Part of the fun with playing these games is seeing your development, seeing you get better. Like, that's why they have the whole leveling system. Like, you're leveling up, and then you could prestige when you get to that point and level up. Who wants to? I don't know. I don't get it, but it happens. So that's why this shit is necessary. Ricochet, coming to you soon. All right, that was it for our news this week. It was a slow news week, so let's switch gears and let's talk about a brand new content creator of the week. Talking about Call of Duty, that brings us to our content creator for the week, JD Games. You check this guy out?
Yeah. I liked what I saw.
Dude.
A lot of Warzone content, a lot of sniping in Warzone.
Yeah.
But, other kills too.
Yeah, it's quality. Like, it's high quality Warzone content. Like, he's putting out a lot of stuff over on Fruit Lab. I did check out some of his other stuff too. He's got a YouTube. He's got it all basically. Go to I'll link his page in the show notes, but definitely check it out. I was like, half the time I'm watching like some of these Warzone clips, I'm like this is why he's the reason I stopped playing. JD Games, you're the reason I stopped playing Warzone, because I'm not good enough to compete with the likes of you. So
there you go.
So it's all your fault that I've since moved on.
His video, Sniper Tips video, that was pretty interesting. So I went into it thinking I'm going to get some tips, but it's more like, starts off with a couple fails, and then he just absolutely wrecks everybody in there.
Yeah.
He had just dropped into the war zone. He just opened something to get his first guns, and he gets 10 kills, including a guy in a helicopter, within this like 1 minute video.
It's insane.
Not even really. He barely moves his feet from where he landed.
Yeah. Now I'm not. So I'm a console guy. So sniping is considerably harder on something where you're using a controller. Like I get to JD Games out there. All he's doing, he's just clicking on their heads. That's all it is, right? That easy.
Okay.
So nothing that special.
Oh, we didn't even think. Maybe he's one of those cheaters or hackers.
What, dude? I didn't put it out there. I'm not the one putting it out there. JD Games.
All right.
That was entirely full clip. He said it, not me. I said he's the content creator of the week, and FC's like, I don't know. He's probably a cheater, and he probably just clicks on their heads because he's a PC guy.
Well, I better double down then. JD Games, cheaters aren't welcome. There's no tolerance for cheaters, and soon you'll know what we mean. Those are Activision's words.
Hashtag Call of Duty Ricochet. No, but for real, excellent stuff.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing more. Dude's putting out just a ton of videos, so go check out his Fruit Lab, check out his YouTube, and all his socials. And that brings us to the end of our show. Would you like to add? This is your moment. Would you like to add anything for the peoples?
Oh gosh, I haven't caught up with last week's list.
Oh my goodness. All right. Famous last words. That's it for our show. Thank you so much for checking out the latest episode of Gaming News Weekly. You can find us on Fruit Lab. Our personal channels are Erect the Red and Full Clip. You can find FC here on Twitch every once in a while doing some Minecraft or...
Yep.
Did you play that?
Played a little New World.
No, oh, that's right. You were playing that New World.
Stream.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a Full Clip _FL.
There you go. And Pop Culture Playground on YouTube for myself, or Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Check us out there. If you want to listen to the audio version of this show, find us anywhere you get your podcasts. And that's it. We'll be back next week for more Gaming News Weekly.
Yep. Have a good one.